The Reserve Bank of India has raised the bank withdrawal limits beyond 24,000 rupees a week for deposits made in current legal tenders. As per the recent data released by RBI, 8,44,000 crore rupees was deposited between 10th and 27th November in old currency notes, while 2,16,000 crore rupees have been withdrawn. In another blow to those holding black money, the government has introduced Second Amendment to Taxation Laws Bill in Lok Sabha. It says that tax up to 85% to be levied on those caught with undisclosed income post demonetization. Till 30th December, it is proposed to tax at 50% of the unaccounted demonetized cash. Opposition continued to disrupt proceedings in both houses of the parliament over demonetization. Home Minister Rajnath Singh has asserted in Lok Sabha that government is ready to discuss the issue and even assured that the PM will intervene in the discussion if needed. The response to the opposition's Akrosh rallies has been tepid in most parts of the country. A section of the opposition had called a nationwide strike on Monday against the government's demonetization decision and its implementation. The opposition was a divided house, with some observing Akrosh Divas and others calling a Bandh. Army has said that Pakistan had a direct role in the mutilation of an Indian soldier's body along the line of control in Machil sector of Kupwara district on November 22nd. In a statement, an army officer said that search leads to recoveries that indicate Pakistan's complicity. E-tables and other items recovered from the area also show the marking of Pakistan Defence Force. The ruling BJP has emerged as a major gainer in the first phase of municipal council polls in Maharashtra, winning 851 seats across 164 urban local bodies. With this win, BJP has made inroads into the traditional strongholds of Congress and NCP. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in a tweet thanked the people of Maharashtra for trusting BJP in local body polls. NIA has arrested 3 suspected Al-Qaeda members in Madurai in a joint operation with police of 2 states. They were believed to be involved in 5 blast cases in court premises of Kerala, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka since April. They will be produced before the local courts in Chennai and Madurai. The Patiala court has sent Khalistani terrorist Harminder Singh Mintu to police custody for 7 days. Addressing a press conference after Mintu's arrest in Delhi, Punjab DGP said that in interrogation, Mintu's constant touch with terror groups in Pakistan has come into light. Within 24 hours of escaping from Naba jail in Punjab, along with 5 other inmates, Mintu was nabbed from Nizamuddin railway station in the capital. The Supreme Court has asked Sahara Group Chief Subrata Roy to deposit 600 crore rupees more by February 6 next year in the SEBI Sahara refund account in order to remain out of jail. SC has cautioned him that in case of failure, he would have to return to prison. In United States, Ohio State University attacker has been identified as Abdul Razak Ali Arthan. The assailant was a student at the university who was shot dead by the state police after he injured 11 people at university campus. The incident took place yesterday when he drove a sport utility vehicle into a crowd of pedestrians and stabbed several people with a butcher knife. The Syrian army and its allies have announced the capture of a large swath of eastern Aleppo from rebels yesterday in an accelerating attack that threatens to crush the opposition in its most important urban stronghold. Thousands of residents fled. In Islamabad, the Balochistan High Court has issued a bailable arrest warrant against former Pakistani President General Pervez Musharraf in connection with the murder of former Baloch nationalist leader in a military operation in 2006. India is in a commanding position in Mohali Test as England's second innings crumbles with guests still 56 runs behind Indian total of 417 runs. India gained significant 134-run lead over England before reducing them to 78 for loss of 4 wickets at stumps on day 3. 15-time world champion Pankaj Advani has entered the semi-finals of IBSF World Snooker Championship to assure India a medal. Advani defeated Thailand's Thanawat Tirapung Paiboon 6-5 in an exciting quarter-final. Pakistan's hockey team will not feature in next month's Junior World Cup, which will be played in Lucknow. The International Hockey Federation, which is now headed by India's Narendra Batra, has invited Malaysia as a replacement team. Pakistan's junior hockey team did not manage to get visas, nor did they confirm any logistical details.